Welcome to ePathshala. I am Deepa Satish, Assistant Professor in Nutrition. In this module, we are going to see about physical hazards in food safety practices. First, let us see what's food safety and hazards in food safety. A food safety hazard is a biological, chemical or physical agent or condition of food with the potential to cause harm or an adverse health effect at the time of consumption. Any action or activity that can be used to prevent, eliminate or reduce a significant hazard. A general definition of hazard as related to food safety is conditions or contaminants that can cause illness or injury. In HACCP, hazards refers to conditions or contaminants in food that can cause illness or injury. It does not refer to undesirable conditions or contaminants such as insects, hair, filth, spoilage, economic fraud, and violations of regulatory food standards not directly related to food safety. Sources of such contaminants include raw materials, badly maintained facilities and equipment, improper production procedures, and poor employee practices. Processes must determine procedures to control physical hazards, and then during the hazard analysis portion of developing a HACCP plan, determine whether or not the severity and rate of occurrence indicate implementation of a control at that point. Types of hazards in food safety includes the following: biological hazards, chemical hazard, physical and extragenous material hazards, allergenic hazards, nutritional hazards, biotechnology related hazards. Biological hazards include harmful bacteria, viruses or parasites. Examples: Salmonella, Hepatitis A and Trichinella. Bacterial hazards are defined as those bacteria that, if they occur in food, may cause illness in humans either by infection or intoxication. Foodborne infections are caused by swallowing live pathogens that grow within the body, usually in the intestine. Chemical hazards include compounds that can cause illness or injury due to immediate or long-term exposure. Physical hazards include foreign objects in food that can cause harm when eaten, such as glass or metal fragments. Physical hazard also is an agent, factor or circumstance that can cause harm with or without contact. They can be classified as type of occupational hazard or environmental hazard. Physical hazards include ergonomic hazards, radiation, heat and cold stress, vibration hazards and noise hazards. But biological hazards include microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, yeast, mold and parasites. Some of these are pathogens or may produce toxins. Let us see what is physical hazard in food. Physical hazards include foreign objects and extragenous material in food, as we discussed earlier, that can cause harm when eaten, such as glass or metal fragments. It is important to understand that for the purpose of HACCP, hazards only refer to the conditions or contaminants in food that can cause illness or injury to people. Physical hazards can get into food by contamination or poor procedure practices throughout the food chain. Physical contaminants include dirt, hair, nail polish flakes, insects, broken glass, nails, staples, plastic fragments, bones or bits of packaging. Physical extragenous material hazards. Extragenous material covers all materials excluding bacteria and their byproducts, that is toxins, viruses and parasites, which may be found in a food that are foreign to that particular food. These materials are usually non-toxic but are associated with unsanitary conditions of production, processing, handling, storage and distribution of food. Some examples of extragenous materials, as we have seen earlier, that may be found in food are insects, hair, metal fragments, pieces of plastic, wood chips and glass. Extragenous materials can be considered hazardous due to its hardness, sharpness, size or shape. It may cause lacerations, perforations and wounds, or may become a choking hazard. Food safety organizations evaluates injurious extragenous materials in food, and it considers 2.0 mm or greater as the threshold size for consideration as a health risk. For infant food, any size of injurious extragenous material may be considered a risk. Besides size, the risk associated with extragenous material is further evaluated through an assessment of shape, hardness, material, source, target consumer groups, etc. Let us see category of extragenous materials. Extragenous materials can be differentiated into two categories, that is unavoidable and avoidable. Unavoidable extragenous materials may occur in food as a byproduct of the processing system or as something inherent to the product itself. Items such as stems in blueberries, microscopic airborne debris, dirt on potatoes, or minute insect fragments in figs are common examples of unavoidable exogenous matter. Avoidable exogenous material is generally less tolerated than unavoidable because it is preventable. Avoidable exogenous material may become in many different forms such as small glass fragments, pieces of plastic, chunks of rubber, pieces of jewelry, feather burbules, animal debris, or any other unrelated foreign material. Crystals which appear to be glass can sometimes form in certain food products such as tuna, processed cheese, soya sauce, and fish sauce. These are not glass, they are mineral crystals. This can be verified by dissolving the crystals in heated vinegar or lemon juice. The following table 1 indicates some most common food categories with possible physical hazards, and table 2 indicates main materials of concern as physical hazards and common sources. Let us see potential injuries due to physical hazards. Potential injuries due to physical hazards are cuts, bleedings, infections, choking, trauma, illness. Sometimes require surgery to remove. The following table 3 indicates about injury risk of physical hazards which occur in 3 categories, that is high, moderate and low injury risk as described in the below table. Let us see factors determining a potential risk. Factors that cause potential risk to consumers in food products include size. Health Organization states that anything in a food product that is extragenous and measures 2 millimeters or more in size can be a health risk. Next is target audience for food and type of consumer. Products that target infants, elderly, etc. have a higher risk level. And next is type of product. The form of product takes such as infant formulas, beverages, etc. can increase risk level, method of consumption. And next, physical characteristics, that is hardness, shape and sharpness of a product can affect risk level. Now we will see about application of safety measures in operations of food industry. We should follow written standard operating procedures to minimize risk of physical hazards, that is wear hair restraints such as hair nets, hats or caps to minimize the opportunity for hair to fall into food, and do not wear nail polish or artificial nails. Polish can flake off and fall into food, and artificial nails can come loose and fall into food. Do not wear rings with stones or earrings that could fall into food. Next is second one is pay special attention to food during preparation to identify physical contaminants. Take care to remove and discard all packaging from food. Remove all bones when deboning chicken or other meats. Look for possible contaminants, for example, dry beans must be sorted prior to washing to remove stones that may be there from harvest. Remove any toothpicks that might be used in food preparation. Third one is clean, maintain and use equipment properly, that is clean and sanitize equipment and utensils after each use. Clean blades of can openers after use to ensure that metal shavings do not accumulate. Use only commercial ice cubes when getting ice from an ice machine or portioning ice. Place shields on lights. Use shatterproof light bulbs. Now we will see about control measures of physical hazards. Control methods include raw material inspection and specification, vendor certification and letters of guarantees, metal detectors, X-ray technology to detect bone fragments, effective pest control in the facility, preventive equipment maintenance and proper sanitation procedures. In addition, proper maintenance and calibration of detection equipment is vital. Also, important are appropriate handling of packaging material, proper shipping, receiving and storage practices, as well as tamper-proof or tamper-evident packaging. Equally important is employee education, since a significant portion of items reported in food products are personal effects dropped by employees. It is also worth considering less obvious methods of prevention like protected light fixtures and controlling contact between pieces of machinery. Now we see about how to prevent common physical hazards. There are many ways a food processors can prevent physical hazards in products. Number 1, assess every step of your operation for potential source of contamination, including effective facility maintenance. Number 2, inspect raw materials and food ingredients for failed contaminants such as stones in cereals that were not found during receiving. Number 3, handle food according to good manufacturing practices, which is usually called as GMPs. Example, avoid inclusion of physical hazards such as jewelry or false fingernails in food products by using proper personal practices. Number 4, eliminate potential sources of physical hazards in processing and storage areas. Example, use protective acrylic bulbs or lamp covers to prevent contamination by breakable glass. Number 5, install an effective detection and elimination system for physical hazards. For example, metal detectors or magnets will detect metal fragments in the production line, while filters or screens will remove foreign objects at the receiving point. Number 6, establish an effective maintenance program for equipment in your facility to avoid sources of physical hazards such as foreign materials that can come from worn out equipment. Next is detecting and eliminating physical hazards. There are several methods available to detect foreign bodies on food processing production lines through effective detection and elimination systems. Magnets can be used to attract and remove metal from products. Metal detectors can detect metal in food and should be set up to reject products if metal is detected. Equipment should be properly maintained to ensure it is always accurate and doesn't produce false positives. X-ray machines can be used to identify hazards such as stones, bones and hard plastics as well as metal. Online visual inspection can also be done. Food radar systems transmit low power microwaves through food products to identify foreign bodies such as metals, plastics, bones or kernels in food. And end product screening also be done. And importantly, consumer feedback or complaint analysis. And we should have routine pest control maintenance administered by a licensed pest control operator, and very importantly should follow the state and local health department requirements. Let us conclude whatever we discussed earlier. Conclusion: usually a physical hazard is an agent or factor or circumstance that can cause harm with or without contact. They can be classified as type of occupational hazard or environmental hazard. Physical hazards include ergonomic hazards, radiation, heat and cold stress, vibration hazards and noise hazards. Let us see physical hazards in food. Physical hazards are either foreign materials unintentionally introduced to food products, example metal fragments in the ground meat, or naturally occurring objects, example bones in fish, that are hazardous to the consumer. A physical hazard contaminates a food product at any stage of production. Food processors should take adequate measures to avoid physical hazards in food. Next, physical hazards risk in food. Hard or sharp objects are potential physical hazards and can cause cuts to the mouth or throat, damage to the intestine and damage to the teeth or gum. The presence of physical hazards in food can trigger a food recall affecting the brand name of the company and product. Some common physical hazards and sources are glass from bottles, jars and light fixtures, wood from fields, pallets, boxes, stones from fields and buildings, bullet and needles from animals shot in the field, hypodermic needles used for infections, and jewelry, pens and pencil, buttons, careless employee practices, metal from machineries, fields, wire, and insects and other fields, plant post-process entry, insulation from the building materials, bone from fields and improper plant processing, and plastic from the fields and the packaging material, and also personal effects of the employees. Now we have seen preventing common physical hazards that includes many ways through which food processors can prevent physical hazards in a food product, which is listed below. Assess every step of your operation. inspect raw materials and food ingredients, handle food according to good manufacturing practices, eliminate potential sources of physical hazards in processing and storage area, install an effective detection and elimination system for physical hazards, example metal detectors or magnets, establish an effective maintenance program for equipment, have routine pest control maintenance by a licensed pest control operator, and importantly remember to follow state or local health department requirements. Thank you.